got worse, but that wasn't the biggest news from the Bronx.
No, certainly not. Actually, Sox manager Terry Francona is the story here. Listen to the series finale on radio from a New York hospital because he had to leave the ballpark before the game complaining of chest pains. And so bench coach Brad Mills took on the chores. Bottom of the 4-2-0 Red Sox, and that's A-Rod. Alex Rodriguez facing Tim Wakefield. He straightened that knuckleball out. 2-1 Boston, A-Rod's first home run of the season. Then in the bottom of the fifth, same score. Tino Martinez, in his second coming as a Yankee, gets a hold of one. A short porcher. Game tied at 2, his first home run since returning to the Yanks. Then in the bottom of the eighth, tied at 2, Mike Timlin. Oh, look out, Derek Jeter. Wow. He is hit in the head with an inside fastball. Fans upset. Joe Torre certainly concerned. It made a very sick noise. Listen for yourself. Jeter was taken to the hospital, precautionary measure. He's okay and should play against Baltimore on Friday. Now the ninth inning. After a Gary Sheffield sacrifice fly put the Yankees up 3-2, enter the Sandman. Mariano Rivera comes out and goes for the save. Felix Rodriguez and Steve Carsey warming up at the pen already. Johnny Damon facing Rivera. 2 on, nobody out. The single to right. That loads him. Damon 2 for 5 with a run. After striking out Trot Nixon, Rivera looking for the double play. Manny Ramirez batting, hard grounded to third, but it eats up A-Rod. Bobbles it once, bobbles it twice, all hands safe. Miller scores, tie game at 3, the error on A-Rod. Another look at it. He's thinking about 2, but after the initial bobble, that goes away. Thinking about coming home, that doesn't work out for him. And so Brian Cashman can only look and opine. Up next, David Ortiz, slow roller to the right side. Rivera's only play is at first. Bellhorn scores the go-ahead run, 4-3 Red Sox with 2 outs. 2 batters later, same score, bases loaded. Edgar Renteria, a bleeder into left. Damon in, Ramirez in. 6-3 Sox, they go on to win it 7-3. So the second straight blown save for Rivera, and after the game, Yankee skipper Joe Torre was available to break down the breakdown.
You know, he walked the first hitter, which is not, not something you want to do, and then a base hit, and then another base hit, and all of a sudden you saw Mo, a strikeout and a ground ball. And just, Alex couldn't make the play, and then things sort of unraveled from there.
What if the Red Sox are thinking they have your number?
What do they think? Well, let them think that way. I wouldn't tell them no. You don't have to think that way. They have to think whatever they think. I think different. I think my way.
Yeah, he settled down. He made 4 quality pitches. He should have been out of the game, and I let him down. No bad hop. I just screwed that up as bad as you can screw up a ground ball. And not only did I screw it up once, but I screwed it up the second time when I was trying to come home. So.
Well, folks, you don't have to be Pythagoras to figure out Rivera hasn't had a bad patch like this in years. Mo's never blown saves on consecutive days, in fact, and never in consecutive appearances at the stadium.
From Chicago, there was some drama. Bottom 9, White Sox trailing 3-0. Bob Whitman pitching, trying to close it out. Paul Konerko says, close this. 2-run shot, his first of the year. White Sox down 3-2. Next batter, Jermaine Dye says, you know what? It's still not over. Solo shot, game tied at 3. Dye's first home run with the White Sox. Still 9, bases loaded, no outs. Juan Uribe. Sacrifice fly, but it gets the job done. Aaron Rowan tags and scores. White Sox with a comeback in the 9th to win it 4-3.
Now these are the Royals and the Tigers. Comerica Park, top of the 4-2-1 Royals. 1 out, a man on for Mark Tien. And Tien rips it down the line and right. Run scores, Tien's first hit in the big leagues. The RBI triple, and the Royals are staked to a 3-1 lead. Now, bottom of the 4th, it's 5-1 Kansas City. He's taking that ball with him. Don't worry about that. One of my favorite players, Dimitri Young, coming off the 3-homer game in the opener. Ronaldis Hernandez gets him 1 to chase. So Young went 1 for 4 in the game. Royals win 7-2. Game, Wilkerson. There goes the homer to right field off Brett Myers, and the Nationals staked, by the way, to a 1-0 lead as they go for their first win as the Washington Nationals. Top 5, Wilkerson again. This time the single. Crisply hit into right center field, so Wilkerson now halfway to the cycle. But But you know the hardest part of the cycle? The triple. But in the top of the 7th, he gets it. Triples into deep center field over Kenny Lofton's head. Lofton plays it into a triple pretty much. But nonetheless, he's into 3rd with
Oh, you need a little help for that second cycle.
Well, you do. It's tough. It's hard. Top of the 8th. There's the double. A ground rule job into center field. Wilkerson with the cycle. As I mentioned, 26th player in big league history to have 2 cycles in his career. Only 3 have had 3, and that's Bob Musial, Long John Riley, and Babe Herman. Nationals go on to win their first game as the Nationals, and the final count from Philadelphia is 7-3. Congratulations to Wilkerson.
Cards and Astros from Houston. They've been waiting a long time in Houston to see this. A healthy Andy Pettitte. Top 5, 1-0 Astros. Reggie Sanders. Welcome back, Andy. Sanders' second home run of the year. Game tied at 1. Top 6 still tied at 1. Full count. Albert Pujols facing Pettitte. That's well hit. Adam Everett's got it over to Craig Biggio for the DP. Pettitte 6 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts, 1 earned run. Bottom 8, game tied at 1. Mike Lamb pinch hitting with the emphasis on hitting off Julian Tavares. That'll bring in 2. Morgan Ensberg and Jason Lane come in to score. And the Astros going to win it 4-1 the final. South Florida now, Braves and the Marlins. They went to extras. We pick it up. Top of the 13th, tied at 1. Chipper Jones leading off. First pitch from Nate Bump. And Chipper's bumping it over the wall. His first of the year, 2-1 Braves. That one went 418 feet. Chipper 4 for 6 with 2 RBI. Dan Cole coming on for the save. Of course, he used to play for the Brewers. He said, I've never had that kind of adrenaline in my life. Man on first for Miguel Cabrera. Nobody out. 3-1 pitch. Rafael for a call starts the 6-4-3 DP. 2 away. Next batter, Carlos Delgado. And Cole, with his first appearance with the Braves, gets a save. Atlanta takes it 2-1 in 13. 7 pitchers shut out the Marlins for the final 11 in the 3rd.
Saw the Mets and the Reds in Cincinnati, and Willie Randolph getting a cigar from Mike Piazza prior to the game in anticipation of his first win as Mets skipper. Bottom of the first scoreless, 1-2 count. They're loaded for the Joker, Joe Randa. And that's a 2 RBI single into left, staking the Reds to a 2-0 lead. From bottom 1, we go to bottom 4. Game tied at 2, and they are loaded for Ken Griffey Jr. Jr. with a 2 RBI single into right field. The Reds with a 4-2 edge. Now the bottom of the 8th. 5-3 Reds, bases loaded. Mike DeJean, here's a little party gift for you. From Randa. Grand slam, second of his career. The Reds go on to win it big. 9-3 the final score. Randa with a big night. He had 6 RBI.
At Safeco, bottom 2nd, Brett Boone. It was his birthday. Celebrated with a home run off Carlos Silva. Boone 3-4 in the ball game. Mariners up 1-0. Also celebrating his birthday, ex-Twins pitcher Bert Blyleven.
Before the game, Matthew came over and told me happy birthday, and I said, you know, hey, babe, I said, how about hitting me one? Come on, get up. Get up. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, babe.
All I can do is sing you happy birthday. Matthew LeCroy can hit you a 3-run homer. That's awesome.
Nice present from LaCroix. Scary moment at the top of the 8th, though. Justin Morneau hit in the head by a Ron Vallone pitch. He stayed down for a full 60 seconds. The batting helmet took most of the blow, however. He had a CAT scan. No results yet. Twins win it 4-1. Giants hooking up by the Bay. Jason Repko making his major league debut with the Dodgers. Top 6. Dodgers up 7-1. Runner on first. Repko off Jason Christensen. Doubles down the left field line. Cesar Torres comes in to score. It's 8-1 Dodgers. And the Dodgers like, give us the ball. It's Repko's first major league hit. But wait a minute. The Giants appeal to third base umpire Jerry Davis. As Torres called out for missing third base, Repko kept the hit, but he lost his first career RBI. Jim Tracy and his Torres, like, man, I can't believe you take away a guy's first RBI. Dodgers still win at 10-4. Jose Valentin, 3 for 4 with a 3-run home. Padres and Rockies picking up top first. Brian Giles facing Jason Jennings. Giles like, let's get this party started right. Let's get this party started quickly. Setting it off with a 3-run home run. Second straight game with a homer for Giles. 3-0 Padres just like that. Top 2nd now. Giles up at bat. Just being plain greedy. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. Giles 2 for 4 with 5 RBI. Padres added 7 more in the 7th inning. Carlo Green and Sean Burrows scored there. San Diego in a laugher, 14-6 over Colorado.
Now the Rangers and the Angels, top of the 8th. There's some new faces around here, of course. Richard Hidalgo, the former New York Met. And he's facing Brendan Donnelly, and he's just going to turn this right into a rocket. Rangers up 2-1 just like that on Hidalgo's first home run of the season. Then to the bottom of the 9th, same score, runner on second, 2 outs. Francisco Cordero pitching, Darren Erstad. Ground rule double to left field. Josh Paul scores. Game tied at 2 as it drops in there in left field. Then we go to the top of the 12th. Same score, Brett Prinz facing Alfonso Soriano. And Soriano touches it off. His first home run of the year. The Rangers go on to win it 3-2. And that brings us now to the top plays from Wednesday. We begin with number 10, Brewers and the Pirates, and it's the pierogi race. We all know the great Saul Pierogi interfered with, but able to recover. That's why he's in the Pierogi Hall of Fame.
Who's the pierogi with the purse?
I don't want to know.
All right, number 9, Bulls and Magic. 2 Magic interns taking part in a game of bowling. See, no Tar interns, you really don't have it that bad.
Yeah, get me some coffee and let me bowl with you.
They were the bowling balls.
Number 8, the Wizards and Pistons. Fan taking a shot from half court, banks it. And I mean banks it. It's good for $10,000. Everybody's happy.
Number 7, Braves and the Marlins. And this guy's getting his groove on. And he's got the Marlin on his shirt. Did you catch that? And he's got a song in there that he really likes.
Needs no company. Twins and the Mariners. Before the game, Matt LeCroy promising Bert Blyleven, Twins announcer, former great pitcher, that he hit a home run on his birthday. And the top of the 4th, he lights the candle. LeCroy, 3-run homer to left. Blyleven, happy 54.
Number 5, par 3 shootout at the Masters. Ben Crenshaw on number 2, taking dead aim, just like Harvey Penick taught him. And he gets a nice roll and comes up aces. How about Luke List on number 7?
Him too.
I'll tell you, you think about how rare holes in ones really are, and guys are just knocking them down.
I wouldn't know. I've never
at the
had
Masters. Raymond Floyd on number 9. And that's 3. Those guys are good.
In the zone. Bobcats and Sixers on the break. Allen Iverson to Andre Iguodala, the AI connection. Iverson had 8 assists in the game, none prettier than that.
Number 3, Wizards and Pistons. Ben Wallace not known for his range.
Wallace fires it up.
I got it! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I am not kidding you. Blue Jays, Devil Rays, Carl Crawford, one of the fastest guys in the game. Big swing to deep right center field at the Trop, and if you let it get away from you, he is just going to turn the engine on. Hits the corner of the bag at third base, and will come in standing up with the inside the park homer. D-Rays won at 8-5.
Number 1, Nationals and Phillies. Brad Wilkerson solo home run, single, triple, double. The earliest anyone's ever hit for the cycle in Major League history. Second of Wilkerson's career.